Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned in to The Encourager, and my name is Nehru. We are again this morning starting our day out with 3 angel numbers. So let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much, new subscribers and longtime subscribers. Thank you, new listeners, for tuning in. The purpose here and what we do is help each other become our truest, highest, best forms of ourselves. And we do that through collaborations, whether business or social. And we do that through loving ourselves. We do that through being our authentic selves and not being afraid to be that authentic self. And I'm going to be answering a question that I've asked myself many times before accepting who I was and not being afraid of it. And so I will be posting a video in regards to that question. And so stay tuned for that. So let's go ahead and get started with our angel numbers. So today, let's go ahead and open up to page 72. Let's see what page 72 has to say. And for page 72, we're going to do inner lower right page. Okay, so the last number reading the inner page, bottom right page. Okay, page 72. Let's see. Page 72. So page 72. So page 72 is on the left-hand page. So we're gonna do the outer, outer lower number on the left page, because 72 is on the. I thought it was the right page, but it's the left page. Okay, so here we go. 173. Be proactive. Control your response. You can't control what happens around you, but you can control your response to it. Today, your angels want you to focus on creating a plan of action in your own life for dealing with incoming challenges. Create a time management structure and organize your work and living space. Okay. And so, I know that for the zodiac signs, I know Virgo is they traditionally are extremely structured. They are maybe the extremes of OCD, if they could be labeled that. I don't believe that's a real thing, but anyway, OCD. To use a reference that most of us are familiar with, I think Virgos traditionally are that more than any other zodiac sign. So perhaps it's time to dig into a little bit of that Virgo energy in regards to structure and organizing and that sort of thing. I will say that as a business owner, one of the things that I did not like filing or dealing with was paperwork. After I was done with it. So the filing of it and all that sort of thing, right? And so I would often, especially through tax seasons, I wouldn't end up even being bothered with any of that stuff until after tax season. And so there would literally be piles of paper on the floor, on the desk, wherever, on the credenza. It'd just be stacked up everywhere. Because you're focused on getting tax returns done expediently and accurately. And so you're not focused on, organizing the paperwork. I always ended up doing that sometime in beginning of May or maybe end of April or something like that. So, but yes, organizing is good. All right. So let's take a look at our next angel number. And so let's do angel number 25. Let's see. Angel number 25, which is a 7. Okay. So let's find angel number 25 and see what it says. 25. Major decision. You already know what to do. Your soul is calling out for change, and you will have to make a choice as to how to go about that. Have confidence that in your heart you already know the answer. Repeat this mantra: I will make the right decision at the right time. Okay? And that actually kind of points to the question that I'm going to be, or the next, I guess, or the next video that I'm going to be uploading. That kind of speaks to that answer. So I won't talk a lot about that, but definitely one of the things that I shared in my journal recently is I had a fortune cookie back in 2014, maybe 14, and I taped it in my journal that I'm sharing from currently, and it said, "Your power is in your decision. The power lies in your ability to decide." Okay, so making a firm decision. Most of us do not receive what we desire because we are wishy-washy and unstable in our choice. We're like, I want that. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I want that. Maybe not. Maybe I want. Right, and that back and forth, just like I explained yesterday with the guy Jim or James from The Rock, and him confusing Holy Spirit when he's complaining when he has a job because he has too many hours or not enough hours, and he's complaining when he doesn't have a job. You can't do both of those things, right? We already know that a double-minded man, a man who's trying to serve human, or his flesh, man who's trying to serve his flesh, okay, and also please the Father, right? And pleasing, when I say pleasing the flesh, I mean doing things that are wrong, that you know are not pleasing to the Father, okay? So you are having extramarital affairs. You are not treating your children correctly. You are not respecting them. I don't care if they're 2. They need respect. Because if they don't know respect at 2, they're not going to respect you at 6. Okay? So don't get mad when they grow up and they're 7 and they're saying, fuck you. Because you told them that. Or they heard you say that to someone. Constantly. Right? Again, they're going to follow your actions far more than your choices. Your children are. Yes, they are. Okay? So yes. So being your authentic self and standing firm in the power that you have to decide. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because again, that's leading into what I'm going to be sharing, what I'm going to be posting later on. All right, so let's go ahead and pick up our next angel number. All right, so let's do, and that was angel number 25. So let's do page 248. And on page 248, we'll do the... First, let's find out which side the page is on. Even numbers, I think, are on the left. Yeah, even numbers are on the left. I just turned to page 133. So even numbers are on the left. Maybe that's for someone. So yes. Ooh, what page did I say? I don't know. I forgot which number I said. So it must be meant to be changed. Okay, so let's do page 245. I don't know if that's the number I said or not. So let's see, 245. Okay, so 245, yep. See, odd number, it's on the right. So let's do upper right corner. 8, 6, 7. So that's order. You see that? 6, 7, 8. That's order. Okay. Cultivate joy. Find joy in the moment. The angels ask you to embrace the challenge of finding joy today in this very moment. Walk outside barefoot. That's for grounding. That helps tremendously. Sit in the sun. Hear the birds chirp, and align yourself with the divine in order to feel pure and simple joy wash over you. Okay? Right? And so I talk about grounding all of the time, and how walking outside barefoot in the grass or in the dirt how that helps so much to ground us. Okay. And so you don't have to do meditations, laying or sitting still. You can go outside and walk and ground yourself. That helps as well. That also helps with vitamin D, especially this time of the year when most of us north of the equator have not been getting much of that in the last couple of months, right? Because of winter season. Okay. So anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru. You've been tuned into The Encourager. And again, as always, the numbers, take them, see how they resonate with you. If it was the time of your birth, if it was the day of your birth, if any of those numbers were the day of your birth, if you look at the calendar and you see the day of one of the days that we covered was, I don't know, I turned to the page 133. Maybe that's significant to you. Maybe you were born on the 133rd day of the year or what have you, right? So do your due diligence, look into the numbers if they resonate with you or the ones that do, and find out what their meaning is, whether it's related to you, passed on loved one, or what have you, okay? Or it could be close friends, it could be soulmates. Again, we can have same-sex soulmates, so your brother could be a soulmate to you, or your sister could be a soulmate to you, or, right? It's just, because we live multiple lives, and many different forms and many different races. That's why being racist is dumb, because there's a chance you're getting mad at someone who you were the race of in a previous lifetime. That's how dumb racism is, right? Thank you so much for tuning in again. My name's Nehru. Thank you so much, and as always, be encouraged.